concerning the E-Levy, for me, as a right citizen, I feel it is very good for us to pay taxes. But the percentage that the government is coming out with is too high.
The government officials, many of them are rich. The government can even tax them, and those salaries can develop the nation past this.
The majority of the people are not tax paid because the government don't have proper data, in getting people to pay tax. So
hello, how are you doing?
I'm very well.
Okay, so we want to talk about the E-Levy. We want to know what's your opinion on the whole E-Levy issue. Do you think government should tax mobile money users?
Oh, I don't think so.
Why, please?
The E-Levy, if you talk about development in this country, the nation is having a lot of resources as compared to the E-Levy. Gold and bauxite timbers are all there to support the nation fund. So I don't think the E-Levy can develop this country to the extent that people may expect it. You see,
but the government also they need more revenue. They need to raise more revenue. If the gold and then the diamond and bauxite were doing enough, they wouldn't ask for the E-Levy as well.
The government officials, many of them are rich, and as you see the salary of them, what they are taking per month, the government can even tax them, and those salaries can develop the nation past this. So I don't think that I'm sending 100 cedis to my grandmother or my parent, and you are coming to tax me 1 cedi from that amount. That can develop this country. There are many resources there, and the government too is having state properties which they have fun from it, so they can use those things if only they can develop it well, and they might think about the future, and the nation as well need a good leader. So when they make a good leader and they make use of the natural resources, I think those will help better than this, because if you see the other nations, others are developing just from palm nut and others. A certain country is having only crude oil. But if you see the development as compared to Ghana, so the E-Levy, I don't think
no go area.
No.
E-Levy. Okay, ofane ye osusumomli E-Levy tax and ye alohi.
Ye susumomie E-Levy anukwale isani ahe tax. Shi ke tax ya fa oni afio na agba. No obiele na ke E-Levy isani ye he alo ye gbe he slot we nyon abomodi ni amomi na ke tru ni tumo ida ke nu akeba kula man
she ko kwe wo Ghana man ne wo ye resources bi ni abanya ke developing man
anukwale we resources se baba ho nje mene ye ke de je mo she na fe development ko iji E-Levy na pass na kayamla wo mineral se nu yo ameje mu ne corporate social responsibilities, consolidated fund. Nekema jeni biya me fameye. Shibe mini afe E-Levy no ba chon revenue generation noko na ke support ida ke HB ko. Ni sa wona support no ke kula woni bi fe mo construction workers pay mo keni da ke shobe we amanse ke he koklo ko ni wa fash ka no ke chuoni. Then wonyo o balance of your ni friend pepepe. Nika wanche won generate cash ko keje source ko wo pa wo denche wo here be edino ko ni esenamo agbo ko ne balakashi wo kaya heko nu a heshika wo kaya bonu mo wo kana kan shika ni wona from E-Levy as a benefit ba fita non wona omo keje wo resources babawo from other good aloni bi koklo ko men yo ko ne ke noya kashi fimo papa ajele wo maya awo
mas mama bi wa ke onu E-Levy he sanelo
fine inui
okay ye o opinion alo ye o susumo here do you think ake sani government tax your mobile money transactions further?
No, I don't think it's so necessary.
maybe the person would be having some amount of money in his or her mobile money account,
and it's on a budget. Yes, and so taking tax from that money, it's not really going to help. Furthermore, I think there are other resources that the government can get revenue from, like gold and other resources we have in Ghana. So taking money from our mobile money accounts, I don't think it's really going to help.
Please, have you heard about the E-Levy?
Yes, I have.
Okay, in your opinion, what do you think about the E-Levy?
Well, based upon the explanation given, I think it is a good or an innovative way government wants to use to get more funds to carry on with their development agenda. So for me, fairly speaking, I think it is a good thing, because when you travel abroad, it is taxes that they use to develop. So if we don't want to see development, it means that we are not ready to be fair in paying tax. And we are told in Ghana, majority of the people are not tax paid because the government don't have proper data, in getting people to pay tax. So if this will allow a lot or majority of Ghanaians to pay tax, I believe it is fair that we all contribute to the development of our country.
Okay, so in this country, we are blessed with natural resources like gold, diamond, timber, and what have you. Are these resources not enough to build the nation? Therefore, we need to be taxed on our mobile money transactions.
Okay, I think you said something very good in relation to the resources that God has blessed us with. Yes, it is true that indeed we have been blessed with natural resources, gold, oil, diamond, timber, name them. But you see, we have not really developed the capital to be able to get these minerals from the soil. And if it would take an expatriate to come and extract them, definitely it is high capital intensive, and they come with all the equipment and what have you. So up until when we would develop the capital intensive to extract these natural minerals that God has blessed us with, we will continue to suffer the kind of percentage that we earn at the end of the day.
And then some people are complaining about the percentage. They are apart from the percentage that the mobile networks deduct per transactions, the government is going to tax us further, another 1.75%. What do you think about that too? Do you think the percentage is okay?
Well, if you compare ours to other neighboring countries, then you will say ours is quite okay. If you compare ours, because we are not living in isolation or living on an island. Definitely there are certain times when you need to compare to other nations, what they do, what are they doing. I am told in Uganda they are using this same method, and today Uganda is no longer chasing after IMF and the World Bank to carry on with their developmental agenda. Since COVID-19, things have changed across the globe of the world, except we don't want to accept the reality of what COVID-19 has really brought to us. If we want to really, as the president said, that Ghana beyond aid, then it is about time probably we try. It is not easy, paying tax, but if our taxes are going to be used to develop and improve upon life conditions and what have you, for me, I think the percentage is fairly okay compared to other neighboring countries and even in Europe. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Please, have you heard about the E-Levy?
Really, I do.
Okay, so what's your general view on the E-Levy?
Okay, concerning the E-Levy, for me as a right citizen, I feel it is very good for us to pay taxes, but the percentage that the government is coming out with is too high, because the various telecommunication company that owns the company do not tax us, that even 1.75%. So if probably 50 pesos, let me say 0.5% from the starting point So that as time goes on, I think it can go higher. But based on what 1.75%, I mean, I think it's too high.
But the government also said they are tasking us because they need to raise revenue in order to build the country. Do you think it's necessary or it's a valid point from the government?
From my point of view, it's a very valid point of view, but that is what I'm saying. Based on the percentage, Rome was not built on one day. So they can start gradually from 0.5 as time goes on. Because when Kufuor came with a telecommunication tax, they didn't just wake up and then say they are taxing 1.something%. They started somewhere. So that is my opinion.
But in this country, we have a lot of resources. Like someone said, in other countries, they only have crude oil, but they are developing the country massively. Here we have gold, diamond, timber, any natural resource you can think of. But the government still wants to tax our mobile money transactions. What do you think about this one too?
Oh, in Tree they say Namdodo and Sencoin. So for me, if probably the government can make revenue from gold, timber based on the natural resources, and at the same time the ordinary citizens can be taxed, because the USA, the America, UK, whatever, every citizen is being taxed. Even when you work, sometimes you are being taxed over 25%. But that is their economy. But our economy has not reached that level. Today, probably people may complain of minimum wages, which cannot afford even some families. But to me, if our time goes on, people that are being taxed today, the next generation will come and enjoy the benefit. And that is all I think.
Thank you very much.